Hey guys, it's Dolores again, and I am doing the video that everyone else is doing. Um, it's nice. This is my first time doing it though. Second goal video, first time doing it, and that's what we're gonna do. This is going to be a video going over what my goals were at the beginning of the year and what my goals are going forward in 2022. And we're going to watch the video I made last year, and then we'll talk about the goals that I made for this year. So let's go ahead. And I did do this video. It is still on my channel. You can watch it in entirety. I don't know if I'm going to skip through things. I'm not sure. This video is 45 minutes long, so not, I do still have long videos, but I'm getting better at trying to keep them under 40 minutes. So, I have a few like 30, 20-minute videos. I'm getting better. I'm getting better at editing. So let's see what I had to say in January. I posted this January 7th of 2021. Hey guys, so it's Dolores, and I'm following the pack. This is gonna be, I feel like everyone on YouTube does this stuff. This is gonna be my 2021 goals video, and I'm kind of late to this video because if you're not new to the channel and you watch my vlogs, you will know that I spent most of December sick. I did not have the virus. I took 2 tests and both of them were negative. I had a good old-fashioned cold, and because I have conditions, thank goodness, so far, has not gotten sick this year. And as much as I'm still stressed in some ways, I definitely took a break from work in certain situations. I mean, I stepped down. I'm working less hours, even though I'm taking care of my dad and doing this, and this has come with its own kind of stress and its own kind of trying to figure out a schedule and how to live my life now. But work really pushed me that year at the beginning of COVID and dealing with all those sick patients. So yeah, definitely glad that I'm not sick anymore. But we're gonna skip the rest of my explanation. We'll get back to when I start talking about goals. Okay, so quick recap, talking about being sick, and I talked about how I'm behind because I lost my voice towards the end of all my like more serious sickness parts. I had to be a week out of work again just because I lost my voice from coughing. That's fine. Apparently, this year is supposed to be the year of the Aquarius, and I was born in February. So, I'm just gonna embrace it. So, okay. My goals. This is the point of this video. I have my trusty notebook that I use for tags. I still have it. I wrote down some stuff. So I am of the mindset of goals being something that I don't usually have hardcore things to head for. I don't usually do that. That's true. A lot of the goals that I have set here are very like things that I want to accomplish, but I don't have a lot of set dates. So that is true. Let's get to the goals. Come on, Dolores. So my main goal is my main video goal is what I'm going to label it, is I want to grow my YouTube channel. I started, well, technically I started my channel in March, and it failed for multiple reasons, but I started my channel in July, and I'm still really small. As of filming this, I have 14 subscribers, I believe. So I have a lot more now. I did definitely accomplish that. I definitely did grow. Let's see, as of December, I haven't, because the year hasn't rolled over, I haven't calculated what I have of everything. Um, so as of December on YouTube, I had 53 subscribers as of December 1st. And I know that that's gone down a little bit. I lost a couple people. I'm sure because probably a lot of people followed me because of my streams I did in December or November. And then once NaNoWriMo was over, I went back down to a realistic, livable stream schedule, which is much less. I balance my writing and my gaming streams because I am incorporating both into this career that I'm starting. So I'm pretty sure people who thought that I streamed a lot of writing streams probably left because I'm not giving them that. So that's one thing I for sure accomplished. Let's see what else I have to say.
Great. I feel like it's a good amount of subscribers in a short amount of time. So hopefully that will continue to grow. I'm not giving myself any hard numbers because um, I'm enjoying this, and as much as this is part of my plans going forward, and it's important for me to have subscribers, I don't want this to not be fun because it defeats the purpose. So I'm just wanting to grow and hopefully attract more people that are like me, that enjoy stories and enjoy me telling stories. So that's that. I also want to, by growing my channel, I want to continue to do author to content like the writing tag, the writing blogs, talking about stories, but I also want to introduce gaming into the channel.
I have done that.
So I am not, and I addressed this in the vlog for the first vlog of the month because I do bi-monthly vlogs, or I do 2 vlogs a month.
So, I did introduce gaming into the channel. You can see that. And I want to try to post twice a week. For sure, I'm going to post on Fridays, a vlog at minimum every other week. But I would like to separate like my writing post day and a gaming post day. If that gets too much, I might just post only on Fridays and then alternate between gaming and writing. We'll see how that happens. I want to put more gaming content in there. I'm currently editing down a Minecraft stream, and I think I'm editing it down well. I didn't edit down some of the earlier content I have, so I'm hoping something I will get better with as I do more of it, and I'm trying really hard to have a realistic time. Because again, even though I like long streams and I like to do things while videos are playing, I am learning most people are not like that. And if I want to be successful, I have to cater to not cater, but I have to be realistic with the general population and Daddy YouTube to like me so that I can do this full time. I it was a really tough decision. I talked to a lot of people. Many people said that it wasn't a good idea, but I really didn't like that Twitch didn't keep a history of my streams. And I regret even more now not saving every single stream I had. There are Let's Plays that are now lost that I didn't abandon. I just stopped. And so what I did is I started a second channel. And if you don't know that, and are new, especially because I'm trying not to mention it too much, even though ironically I'm mentioning it a lot more than I thought I was. I started the channel in October, I think. It was in the fall. It's super recent. Uh, and decided even if people don't watch it right away, I enjoy watching content, old content. And I decided, you know what? I'm just gonna put my VODs on a YouTube channel. So I made a second channel. It's called Dolores Madil Uncut because, it's streamed, it's not edited. So you can check out all my Twitch VODs there. And then I think eventually, once this channel gets bigger, I might do later. Because honestly, I've heard the best way to get watch time is through streams. So I might have, once I hit the uh, subscriber goal for sure, I might definitely use that as a hack to do streams to get watch time for sure. But I think what I will eventually end up doing is slowly migrating away from streaming on this channel and have this as just edited videos, whether they're games, writing, storytelling, story esque videos in general, and moving all my live stream esque content to Dolores Madil Uncut. So that would include streaming on YouTube and VODs from Twitch, which is a kind of idea that probably won't happen unless something nice happens this coming year. That probably won't happen for at least 2 more years, or maybe toward this time next year, I might be slowly transitioning over. Who knows? But yeah. So let's see if I talk about streaming.
And that will be for that. Now, for gaming, this is in the vlog. If you're watching, this is kind of the surprise-ish stuff that I was talking about slightly. I am going to start streaming on Twitch this month. I wanted to do it next month, but again, I got sick. So I am gonna start streaming on Twitch. I'm gonna start streaming gaming stuff on Twitch for right now. So I'm going to at least stream twice a month on Twitch. If I stream more than twice a month, that's great, but I want at least 2 solid gaming streams on Twitch. I'm hoping to be able to upload my VODs or my footage of my streams to this channel as well. So if you're unable to catch the replay on Twitch or catch me live on Twitch, you'll be able to still see the videos on this channel. I'm not sure if I'm going to cut them down and edit them or if I'm going to do raw footage uploads. I haven't decided that yet. It probably depends on time, how I feel. So that's what I'm planning to do for that for right now. I will have other gaming content in these vlogs. And also part of introducing the gaming is I'm going to be playing other games on this channel in a Let's Play.
Okay, so like I said, I did start streaming this month, or in January. Technically, I'm filming this in December, but I did start streaming in January. And honestly, I think, like I said, it was the best thing that happened to me for a number reference for next year, most likely. As of right now, so in 1 year, I have 43 followers. Now you need 50 followers and then some watch time and people chatting at once, and stuff like that to become an affiliate, which is the first level in Twitch to getting like paid for streaming. And then they have partner level, which is an even higher level, and you get more perks and things like that. I will see when I get there. But for sure, I'm very proud of myself. In 6 months on YouTube, I had gotten 14. In I don't think I have July's numbers. Let's see. Okay, so in July, I had 34. So I had a little bit more than double the amount of subscribers. But in 1 year, I had, you know, quadrupled that on Twitch. And the negative thing on Twitch is that people will, and I do this too, I am guilty of this too, but people will follow you and then actually never go back to watch you. So, which is tough. It's tough. Um, so there's this weird like gray area when it comes to that. But I still have so many people. I'm so much more closer to getting an entry level into Twitch and starting to get paid for Twitch right now than I am for YouTube. I am so far away from being partnered on YouTube. Um, and it's probably because the algorithm doesn't necessarily love me. I have very confusing content because I go back and forth between gaming and writing. Yeah. So I'm so happy, and I've learned by streaming that I love streaming. I as much as I like filming the videos like on YouTube and stuff, I actually love streaming. I love interacting with the few people that do come into my chat, talking to people, being like having this like one-on-one conversation versus filming the video and editing, mostly because I have learned through the year. I don't like to edit and I don't feel like I'm good at it. Um, I'm trying, but I don't feel like I'm great. And I feel like that is a huge hump for me to get over. But streaming is so much nicer, even though it's kind of embarrassing sometimes, depending on what's happening. If I scream too much because I'm scared and, whatever. But I enjoy it so much more. And I'm so glad that I got up the courage and took the plunge to stream on Twitch because that got me to streaming here on YouTube more, and I stream on YouTube and Twitch both. So yeah, and I have to see, honestly, money wise, is really the big answer to this. I might start streaming gaming content on my second channel. Right now I have a paid account on StreamYard, which is like what almost every author tuber uses to stream with. Um, I'm thinking that I might cancel that and pay for the subscription for the service I use to stream my games on Twitch, which is Streamlabs, because I can also stream writing content and I have pages set up to do that. So I might do that, and it would enable me to stream on YouTube and Twitch, especially because I have done streams where I start off writing and then I have to cancel the session on YouTube and then come right back onto Twitch to stream games. So I might just stream to both. And then that also saves me the headache of having to download my VOD and then re upload it onto YouTube because the VOD would already be there on Twitch. Um, so that's an idea that I might have pending finances, is really it. Because just like with StreamYard, where you have to pay in order to dual stream, on my other account on Streamlabs OBS, you have to do the same thing. You have to pay to dual stream. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We will see. Let's continue.
Then my more hardcore goal is going to be that I want to finish outlining my novella. I'm writing a romance novella for the first time, and I've talked about this in past blogs where writing novella kind of makes me scared because it's shorter, which means everything goes faster. So I did a lot of research, talked to a lot of people to find a good outline for a novella, and a little bit more research on the romance genre in general. Because I do love romance, but I tend to read.
So before I go on my tangent, I did half and half on this. So I did talk to a couple more people. I got some good references. I got a book. Let me show you. Recommended by Lyra Parrish on the Courtney Project, and it is Romancing the Beats by Gwen Haynes. I read this and used it. I started using it as a reference to the novella because I was like, I'm gonna outline this because again, I'm scared. Uh, I've never written something in between. I've written poems and short stories, but never, and then of course, novels, but I've never written a novella, which is like somewhere in between. And I've had a hard time writing short stories effectively. And I ended up changing my idea and blew everything up. I went from deciding to write a medical contemporary romance to a science fiction medical contemporary romance. And in making this decision, I also decided to put it on hold. I decided that it would be better suited to focus on my novel than trying to squeeze in time for this novella. With the caveat, if I needed a mental break, I wanted to work on something different, I could go fiddle around with this novella, which I did occasionally. If you watch my vlogs towards the end of the year, it started to like slowly infest my brain, and I ended up doing like a whole chapter dump uh with dictation, and I felt much better. Almost like when you actually throw up, sometimes you feel better after throwing up. I kind of had that sensation. But besides that, yeah, I haven't touched a novella. I do want to kind of work on it this year a little bit more, but again, it's still not a priority for me. And we'll get to why later. Let's see what else I say.
And then finish drafting my novella this year. Be done with that. If I can also get to editing it before.
Wow, I had over assumptions. Finish outlining and drafting? Wow. Wow, past Dolores, you had some assumptions about yourself. Whew. Yeah? No.
The end of the year, that would be wonderful. But I want to finish outlining and drafting it this year at least minimum. And then for my novel that I've been writing, I think for like a year and a half now. This is the last year that I tried to be more serious about it, bending the world and also my life, making it a little bit difficult, and then affecting my concentration. This year, I want to nail it down. I want to finish drafting my novel this year. Project L. I want it to be done this year. I have I'm not sure if I'm ready to throw it out into the universe, but I have a soft deadline for myself to finish drafting this novel. If I get to my soft deadline, that's great. If not, my hard deadline again is by the end of the year. I want to be done with this novel by the end of December. I would love to get it done before Nano so that I can focus on one of my other ideas for Nano. But if not, at least by December. Get it done by December.
Okay. So, Project Elf, or as I have now titled it, The Princess and the Warrior, I did finish this year. Oh my gosh, it was so exciting. I was so happy. You can check out, I'll link it, the vlog where I talk about it. Also, I finished it on a Twitch stream, so see if I can the I'll link the VOD down below because I can't upload VODs to my second channel because for whatever reason I get copy striked all the time. Um, or like warned because of the music that is already on YouTube from the sprints. But I finished it the last week of November. The last week of November. It was so amazing. And I talked about a soft deadline. My soft deadline was originally in July. I wanted to finish it for camp, and that did not happen, obviously. But my hard deadline I kept set for the end of the year. And then I said my medium deadline would be at the end of Nano, but if I needed a little bit more time, for sure, by the end of the year. And I did. I finished it right before the end of Nano, honestly. And I was so happy. I was so excited. Um, I was so joyful, and I posted some stuff on Instagram and Twitter. You can check those out. Uh, links will always be down below. But I was so happy. Finished my first full length novel, which ended at 93,627K. It was it was amazing, guys. It was amazing. It was that, and I'll talk about future for that when we get to the end.
And start converting. That is my goal. That um, by in like 2.5 years, get it out there to agents and then start the publishing process. That is what I want. If any of that can happen faster, perfect. But if not, that's fine.
So my plan is still to do that. Again, I'll talk more detailed plans later. But the publishing deadline plan that I say in here is roughly about the same. So
I'm going to publish a website this year, and part of that website and newsletter is going to be that I'm going to make stories about my games. Right now, again, it's mostly Sims, but it will be regarding the game that if you truly love gameplay and like when Sims creators create like a story and they kind of tell you a little bit about the story to give you context to the game, but that's kind of it. I'm going to give you a hardcore story and you get to like read it and then read it again, read it again, and enjoy it. So that's my plan for that.
So I did do this. I started a website. I mentioned a newsletter on my page. I only have one person, but I also started a Ko-fi, and um, I also started doing those stories. I only have a couple out. I didn't realize how much time it would consume. I'm hoping to catch up on the stories that I have out promised into the world that I'm behind on before I start working on the not the novella, on the novel again. But my plan is with those now. Right now, they're on the website. My plan is to put them on the Ko-fi site also so that they're there. And then future, I was thinking about putting this behind the newsletter, but I honestly feel like I don't have enough bandwidth for a newsletter, a proper newsletter. And I'm going to just use Ko-fi as a newsletter because they do send you emails when people post on their site. So I am going to use Ko-fi as a newsletter. So if you're interested in that, here's your call out to follow me on my Ko-fi. You don't have to contribute to me if you don't want to. You don't have to leave me a donation. You can just follow for free and you'll get secret updates. You will get, I'm going to start trying to edit earlier, and my idea is that you guys will get videos first. And then also with these stories, what will happen if I can get my brain to work in time is I'm going to put that under the paywall. I'm going to put that up for members first. Members first will be able to read these stories about the games first. And then after a set amount of time, which I haven't decided yet, it will go to the public Ko-fi and then also to my website, my like blog part of my website. So that way, if you don't follow Ko-fi and you don't care about the Ko-fi, which is fine, fair enough, you can still read it on my website. It will just be much longer than my members, the people who support me, will see it. And right now, I only have a members and an unmembered option. If I get more people, and there's asking for it, I'll make a tier list, like Patreon kind of tier list. But for right now, I think because I'm small, just a member list is enough for me right now. But that's the idea of I did do the website, the check mark there, but I've also failed the newsletter, so down there. And my stories are like half and half. So
I also have some goals for this quarter in particular. I'm going to try and run this year on a quarter basis for goals. Again, I'm keeping my goals very loose still.
okay, so I did succeed on doing a quarter goal basis. So I planned out uh roughly a quarter and what I wanted to do, and then I planned out each month individually the month before it came out. Sometimes it was kind of late, but breaking it down to like focusing on a quarter and then focusing on a month was much easier for me than thinking about, oh, this is what I need to do in this month. I always went back to what I had planned for that quarter and then was like, okay, how can I implement that then? What did I miss last quarter? Can I put that into this new quarter? And it was really nice. It was easy for me to think of, and I got this idea from Marissa Mohi and her um, art like a boss class, which is not open right now. Um, but when she eventually opens it, I definitely recommend it because it's helped me so much. The whole idea. She does do coaching, and she's helped me so much just in general. It's amazing.
They are
Also, we're gonna skip through these core goals because we don't care about the core goals. We just wanted the year goals.
one of my other goals for this quarter, which I'm already starting today, is I want to start batch filming.
Okay, so this I did do. I did start batch filming. I'm not great at it still, but I'm also doing a lot more other things, which we'll talk about in a minute. And I kind of batch set up for things, not necessarily just batch film, but I kind of just batch set up for all kinds of stuff.
You will know that I have 2 book vlogs. I am not a booktuber, but I have 2 book vlogs that I label as Hispanic, Mexican American, Latinx, which I don't know if I'm gonna switch, come up with a new title, but Latinx author slash writer vlogs, where I vlog slash review a book. So I vlog my experience reading the book, and then I have a review at the end of that vlog about what I thought about the book, how it sets up representation for us. Do I relate to the book or like the character in the book, especially if the writer is talking about a Hispanic, Mexican American, Latinx character. I lean more towards Mexican American because that's what I am, but I am open to reading other Latinx books as well. I've done 2 vlogs, and I was planning to do a vlog every other month. And besides getting sick last month, I kind of realized that I slightly burned myself out, even though I was really excited to do the next book, which is Cemetery Boys. I have the audiobook and I started it, and then I was just like, I don't feel like listening to it. I don't feel like reading it. And I read some other things. So what I think I'm going to do is reduce my expectation for that, because I'm not a booktuber. I don't need to put out a book every other or review every other week. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to at least do one of those books at minimum each quarter. So I will have one book that falls under this series that I'm doing, that either the author or the main character of the book is Hispanic, Mexican American, Latinx. Again, I lean and want to read more Hispanic, Mexican American author, writers, and characters, but I am, again, open to other Latinx communities. But because I am Mexican American, I identify as Mexican American, I am more.
Okay, so let's talk about this. I did not get that done. Doing it once a quarter was still a big deal, especially when I went through a little bit of a hard time finding an adult book. I did not want to I did not want to read an immigration story because I knew I wasn't going to relate to it. And they're all very similar. I've read a good amount of immigration stories in school, I've watched movies, and I'm just, they're all really similar. And I didn't want to read that. I wanted to read like a fantasy or a romance or a sci-fi or something else that had a Hispanic Latinx character. And I couldn't find one that wasn't just romance. And the one I found, I will be honest, I was kind of prejudiced with it until I decided that, you know what, I really want to just read an adult, because I had a couple of young adults lined up, but I wanted to, again, to read like an adult book. I wanted to take a break from young adult. Because again, there's only so much I can relate to a 16-year-old person, as I am, 28 going on 21, 29. And I decided to read You Have Me at Hola, which is the romance book that I was like, the soap opera. I don't really love the novelas, the Mexican soap operas. I hate a lot, actually. I greatly hate them. And I just was like, I don't want to do this. But I ended up reading it or listening to the audiobook, and I actually really, really enjoyed it. It was so cute. It wasn't what I was expecting. It was really nice. I want to read her next book, Alexis Daria. I think that's what her name is. I'll put it down here. Uh, and I greatly enjoyed it. But it took me a while because I kind of had a break and then I couldn't find something and then I was being silly and prejudiced. So I did read Cemetery Boys. I read it actually a while ago, and then I never filmed the end clip to it. And I read it at the beginning of the year, and then I didn't put it out until towards the end, right close to Hispanic Heritage Month. So there was nothing for a while. It was kind of just sitting on my computer. And right now, You Have Me at Hola is kind of doing a little bit of the same thing. I don't want to wait that long. I just haven't had time to sit down and film the ending to the review. because there's other videos like this that I have made more of a priority, but it will come out eventually. What I also loved and was able to do by wanting to embrace this and learn more about culture and my real culture in the sense of wanting to learn more about Aztec mythology and stuff is I found another Latinx writer who is also an author tuber, which is Esther Andere Marie, and we did a tag, a Hispanic Latinx writer tag during Hispanic Heritage Month as well. So it was a really good experience to do a collab tag with somebody, but also to kind of do something for that month when I've never really have before, and it was really nice. So that kind of spiraled into something even bigger, which I'm really glad about. Yeah, this little mini series will continue, but it will continue on the basis of when I want to do something. I'm definitely not gonna set a requirement like I tried to do here, where I was like, oh, once a quarter. No, when I want to, when I find a book that I want to read, and when I want to put out the book, and when I have time for it, that's when I'll do it. I will not be forcing myself to put out something because it's definitely booktube is definitely not going to be a core part of my channel. So we'll see. And the last couple episodes of that turned into more of a definite review and less of a vlog. But
Never say never. But I enjoy vlogs. The vlogs might change over time. Who knows? I might become like it might turn into more of like a, instead of just a writing vlog, it might be more of like a life vlog, where I vlog about writing and gaming and streaming. But because I'm not fully into those yet, I am not.
so my vlogs did kind of turn into that. I relabeled them. They're no longer called writing vlogs. I labeled them storyteller vlogs, and I went with the mindset of these vlogs are a story of my life, and they're just another way of storytelling. So they're about the business, writing, gaming, my life, just everything. So I did kind of unintentionally do that. Okay, that's really it for that. I go in a little bit more detail of like certain games that I want to play, hope that I can play, kind of thing. Um, and then the closing. So I did get a good amount of stuff done, and there was definitely a lot of uncertainty of like, what do I want to do? I want to be very in between open. Um, so as of right now, I want to put this on the video so that I can compare to next year. Where I'm at on my social media, what I've done. So I have started doing a lot of things in the hopes to building pull, to building buzz, building more of a community, more of a following, to get monetized. I have done more on my Instagram, on my Twitter. I obviously started a Twitch. The newsletter, which I did give up on, sort of. My YouTube, obviously, this is where we're at. And I started a TikTok and Kofi. Now, I want to put out the numbers that I have here. So on Instagram, which I had from the very beginning, I now have 166 followers as of, again, the beginning of December. Twitter, I have 62. I've definitely grown there a lot. Twitch, I have 43, like I said earlier, and that was almost in 1 year's time. My newsletter, I only have one. That's okay. I kind of really was bad at advertising that I had a newsletter. YouTube, I have 53 as of December, though I know that's not accurate, but we're gonna go with that. And TikTok, which I only started, I want to say in like October, maybe August, somewhere around there. 15 in 3 months. I have 15. It took 6 months in YouTube. So perspective. And Kofi, I have one at the beginning of December. I know I have one or two more that I got a message about, but I don't 100% remember. And we're going off of just what I had at the beginning of December. So that was one. That was what my social media status was, is as of now. And I've grown a lot from a lot of these things that I've started, fiddled with, uncertain, and I've struggled with schedule and keeping the schedule and being mad at myself and struggling to keep up with what I think should be industry standard, what I'm told is industry standard. And I've also seen the wave of people burning out and hating it and getting upset or depressed or anxious or any kinds of other things. And I do have a lot happening in my life. And I don't want to unintentionally burn out of this. I'm so happy doing this. And in November, because I had a mini burnout from July, trying to stream every day, and I was going to attempt to do it for the most part in November. I told myself that part of the decision in doing that, the compromise I made with myself, was that I was going to be kind. If I couldn't make a stream, if I had to cancel, being willing to put on the schedule a question mark and saying that I may not stream and that you, the audience, has to be aware and keep track of my social media and find out if I am or am not, is okay, because I can't do this if I don't take care of myself. Uh, so I am continuing with this mindset. My goal, my thought process for the year is going to be kind to myself. Again, I have a lot going on. I am still working very little, but I am still working at the hospital. I take care of my dad full time, and I'm doing this, I guess, mostly part time. Um, and I want to make and grow this definitely into a business and start making money. So I need to be careful with my own health in every aspect of it. So being kind to myself, I think, is very important. Um, so that is the basis of what I'm going to hold myself to. Now, the goal, the overarching whole goal for the year is to make money, to monetize something. Because as much as this is fun and I love it and I enjoy it, if I want to do this full time, I need to make some money to help support the house. My husband is doing such a great job working full time. He making more money because he gets more hours, and he's also worked a few overtimes, and he's been amazing. It's kind of, we have this switch off because I was working a lot of hours even before COVID. I was working extras, so we kind of exchanged in a way. And I want to bring in more money to help us. So my goal is to make money somehow, in some aspect, in some way, doing this. Um, so some of these are going to be vague because they're secrets and I'm not ready to say it yet. But one of my first goals of the year is to do my secret project. It's what I'm labeling it as. I will tell you guys hopefully in the middle February. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I might have to push it back and not put it out until July. I would like to not wait that long, but I might end up doing that. It depends on how quickly I can get this done. Um, but it will be a product that I will have for you guys, and hopefully I can make money off of that. even if it's just a little bit, to cover expenses here. I want to keep a schedule for YouTube. So I talked about wanting to keep up with videos at minimum once a month, if not twice a month or twice a week, excuse me. So I want to have a video at least once a week, which is my soft goal, which would mostly be a writing video, and then uh, post on my second channel a VOD at minimum. And then if I can, I would like to have a writing video, the post to the second channel, and a third video that is writing. That would be like my hard goal for every week, which probably won't be realistic all the time because, again, editing down gaming video is actually quite time consuming. And I can see myself not being able to get that done constantly when I have so much else happening because I need to sleep. Sleep is important, especially when a lot of my work with my dad is driving. So, yeah. My second goal is to keep a stream schedule. I've been mostly good at this, and I think I finally have found times that are effective and work for me. Just continue and keep on that schedule. I also want to find out slash figure out a way to advertise on TikTok with the stream. So I'm still fuddling around with that. And as we are on the topic of TikTok, because it is my most newest account, there we go, words. I want to post on TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts. I want to post at least once a month, at minimum once a month, because uh, I have unboxings that I do, and I don't know if I want to count that as part of my once a month or if I'm not, but we will see. I want to at least post something once a month. I know industry standard is like 3 times a day. I'm sorry, I can't do that. I don't have the energy to post a decent slash good video on TikTok. I No. So once a month is going to be my minimum. If I can do more, if I can do like maybe twice a month, awesome, but we'll see. My second goal is to figure out Kofi. Now, part of that is going to be using Kofi as a newsletter, which will help me look more active and hopefully people will follow more, and then hopefully people will, throughout like my YouTube and my Twitch and just on Kofi in general, people will want to help and support me. So especially if I use Kofi as a newsletter, you're already there, maybe, just, $1, though I know that's hard. I have so many people I wish I could contribute to, and I can't a lot of the times. So I understand that. But eventually, be nice. Um, and then as a third option, I want to start outlining project Space Romance, which is that sci-fi romance novella I was working on. I would love to start outlining that at some point this year, just a little bit. But my main goal will be by probably March, I'll start doing this because I am trying to take a little break, which is when I'm going to work on the secret project, but it might just catch up with me. Is I want to start doing my first round of edits on The Princess and the Warrior. Uh, and my hard goal again is going to be by the end of this year. I want to have the first round of edits completely finished by the end of the year. I might also, as I edit, like maybe a chapter or two, because I haven't figured out chapters for this book. Not really, kind of, sort of. I kind of have like suggestions for chapters, but part of this first edit will be, honey, you need to figure out chapters. Um, will be that maybe if I can get a couple of my friends to be willing to be like alpha readers slash critique alpha reader partner kind of thing, and will be willing to kind of read it on like a chapter to chapter basis or a couple chapters. I get like a couple chapters edited, be like, hey, are you cool with me sending you like these two chapters, and read them, tell me how they feel, what are you thinking, kind of thing. I might also do that this year as I'm editing it, to be like as I go kind of thing. If not, for sure, after this first round of edits is done, hopefully by the end of the year, again, hard deadline. My soft deadline would probably be around beginning of the fourth quarter, so like October, November. Um, then I will give it to the whole novel to a critique partner to read it through and be like, okay, what do you think? Again, remembering this is the first edit, uh, because really a lot of what I need to fix is getting names down, getting terms down, fixing my chapters, my grammar, um, and a lot of stuff like that. So it will still be really rough for a first draft, but uh, doing that, and then I'll probably do another round of edits next year, and then maybe, hopefully, depending on how good I edit, I can give it to more beta readers maybe at that point, or at least more back to my critique partners and be like, how does it look now? This is where the like 1 to 2 year goal comes into effect, because um, starting this year, I'm going to count the 1 to 2 years. If I can get this polished and ready to query in whatever it's going to be, 2022, so 2024, 20 at the end of 2023. I'm going to say 2024, because it seems more realistic to me, but who knows, as I've stepped down from work, I might have more time to be doing this. Um, to start querying, to start trying to find an agent. That is still a long time from now still, even though it doesn't feel like it. But that's kind of like my rough goal with The Princess and the Warrior. Also, at some point during slash after my at least second edits, I do want to apply to one mentorship program at least, to see if I get in, and if a professional can give me a critique, an opinion, because I still have a baseline anxiety and self doubt and uncertainty regarding my dyslexia, and if my story makes sense, or if it's all just in my head. And I know my critique partners will help me with that. Um, but hearing it from a professional will help me feel better about it. But yeah, and then in general, I guess another goal would be to keep up with those stories roughly, uh, in regards to the um, games. I want to go back to doing the older brother challenge, which I put on pause. I'm just focusing on Pokemon right now, because they're releasing a new one at the end of this month, or like closer to the end of this month. And I wanted to finish Shining Pearl before then. So it's more of just like slam mode. I need to get this done kind of thing. So, and just continuing to grow on all my platforms, trying to again keep up with my general schedule, not just my streaming schedule, but my general schedule, but also not burning out, still being kind, still focusing on the fact that I want to do this long term and I don't want to just peter out. So, yeah, that's it. That's my goals for this year. My goals for last year, which were really vague, and I really meandered a lot in my video. I'm so sorry. Um, but yeah, that's it for now. Thank you for listening to this and wanting to hear about all this stuff. And yeah, if you're interested in wanting to see this journey, and me trying to accomplish all these goals, then hit the subscribe button down below. Check out any of my social media. Follow, like, subscribe, all those jazzes. If you're wanting a more personal take, like I said, I'm going to try and do that on my Ko-fi, so you can check that out there. You can follow me there. That's totally free. Following is free. And if you want to give me a little donation, you can do that there as well. That is my preferred method of donation. And if you donate on stream, only on Twitch for right now, depending on if I change um, software for dual streaming. You can here, where am I at? Here, get recognized for donating. And I think I have it triggered that it will get recognized on Twitter too. I think. I don't know. I've never gotten a chance to use it. So but yeah, if you're interested in that, if you're wanting to see the rest of this journey, I'm also going to have more writer general topics about like world building, storytelling, uh, general discussion kind of things. I'm hoping I can get to this year in regards to writing and books and games, and I might throw in a couple of movie sprinkles, yeah, maybe. Um, but if you're interested in any of that, like I said, hit the subscribe button. Check me out. Come follow my journey to being a traditionally published author, and a full-time content creator, um, artist, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, that's it. And thank you again for watching all this and seeing my journey and my story, because this is how I choose to tell my story, because I'm a storyteller and you're a storyteller and we're all storytellers, and this is my story of my life. And thank you for watching. Leave me a salute down below. If you have nothing to say, comment, or share, just leave a salute down below. Let me know you're here. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.